Next, I'd like to invite the kleptomaniacs up to the stage. So next, we'd like to shift our focus to the small groups within the program. And they're, just so you know, there's certificates. On one certificate mentions the various choirs that they're in. So at this point, if you're up here, you've received your certificate and with that acknowledgement. Over the years, I've had several freshmen approach me at some point in the year asking if I would start up an after-school group or an extracurricular group. And my general response is that I think that's a great idea. With all the choirs we have in our program, my plate's pretty full, and if to dedicate time to a group, it needs to be done right. So I invite them to, I'll help you get started if you want, I can help you pick out some music, but it's really going to be student-led. And that's always where the conversations have stopped until this year. Earlier this year, I don't remember how many months ago it was, but Charlie Hunsucker down on the end approached me with a similar proposition. I could tell that something was different. He had a different look in his eyes this time around than what I've seen before. Charlie, along with Keaton Pollard, had a vision for a small group opportunity that would focus on underclassmen, knowing that the jazz choirs, it's more difficult to get into, and it's something that you typically need to wait 2 or 3 years before you might be ready to move into that position. So he didn't ask me to direct it, he just asked if I could give him some guidance in an audition process, maybe picking some music, which he already had some ideas, ordering that music. He was thinking along those lines. He really meant business, and it was pretty clear that he was serious about this. So, through that process, Charlie and Keaton and some of the other people definitely stepped up along the way. But they were really very much self-directed, student-directed. A few times here and there when they were in the choir after school, I'd walk into the choir and help them out just a bit. And Eric Aparicio also recently, prior to the concert, stepped in and gave them some great suggestions on getting ready for the concert. And in his Mac Attack directing experience, lent some of that to these guys. It's been really inspiring to see what a group made up almost entirely of freshmen with that strong intrinsic drive and motivation can do on their own simply because they love to do what they love to do. Not that I pushed them into it, but something that they just approached and said, hey, can you guide us, point us in the direction, and then we'll run with it. And they do it simply because they love it. And guys, that's such a cool thing from my perspective to see. It's really exciting to see that kind of drive is not just in choir, but if you can do that here, that's going to get you a long ways in life too. So thank you, Kleptos, and congratulations on your inaugural year. Photo op.
Hehehehe